everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pitch. And it'll give the Vikings a down.
Without saying that gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
They run the counter now on first down. Cutback, left sideline. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
So the offense has it first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
From the red zone now, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and that's not what he did after the catch.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. A gain of 3, second down. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
Second down following the run. They go with Abdullah again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Third down now following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, we'll play out the ball.
And we'll maintain that balance. Time to find out. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Good quick, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They go play action under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Bola not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw, Goff. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Two seconds to go, first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 10-zip our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions. On first down, Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And a nice spin into some open field. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up and hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a good gain. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come up in an offset eye. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. deep drop, and that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
To throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Vikings right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Lions, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lions have it early in the second. Abdullah's got nothing but space here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with a score, cutting the deficit to 3. We go to the second. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he's stopped on the play. Later on the drive, they'd stall out and settle for a field goal. 1st and 10, the pass will be completed into coverage.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw here. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Abdullah. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Fielded at about the 28.
in the back. Return team.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest, when he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does, because it creates a ton of headaches. You try to design so many coverage for a guy like this, but truthfully, he should have an answer to anything that's thrown at him. If you throw a linebacker at him, he should have speed and agility on his side. If you throw a defensive back against him, he should have size on his side. So no matter what you throw at him, he should have the final answer. And in his last 2 games,
he has.
Oh, boy, has he ever.
Play action. It's gone. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Emerson Griffin able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run the counter now on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw. Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Four yards remaining now on second down. They're going to look to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Third down and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise? Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going. Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay. Yeah, in this case. Now a handoff here to his running back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And on the ground they go with a running back. What a move. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Goff. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Goff gonna throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their big tight end, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Vikings, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year.
The Vikings avenge their early season loss, second season loss against the Detroit Lions a few weeks ago, and we win 34-10. Take a look at the statistics here real quick. Jared Goff, 103.8 QB rating, 15 of 22 for 257 yards, 68% completion percentage, 1 TD and 1 interception. Rushing, Giovanni Sally, 17 for 166, other 9.7 yard per carry average with 2 TDs. Receiving wise, Nick is leaving 9 for 145 and a touchdown. Jermichael Pyle, 2 for 23. Bradford Pinnock, 2 for 67. Sterling Shepard, 1 for 20. And Giovanni Sally, 1 for 2. Well, and end there, guys. And I'll see you all in the next game.